Should be at the city of barracks. Right. Guess more or less we're gonna just start collecting quests again. Talking to people, collecting quests. Barracks. But most of all we are looking for information about things and people. I don't know who to trust in this city. Destroy after reading. Purity of mind, order of society, discipline of body, loyalty to the divine. Purity, order, discipline, loyalty.
I would fight. Where would I hide?
The rat skitters around your ankles in excitement.
You, help me, mistress, please. These blue-cloaked beasts are keeping her locked in a cage underground. Please, Harry, she'll be grateful.
Tell the rat that you'll save his mistress, but you'll need to know exactly where she is.
They're holding mistress in the prison downstairs, asking her questions. She's locked in a cage of metal bars, but of magic as well.
Say that you want to know who the rat's mistress is, first of all.
Go below, see for yourself. She's a kind and wise mistress, but she needs help.
What's in it for me if I help?
Mistress is the most generous of mistresses. She'll give you anything she has if you help her, but please, hurry!
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn magister comrades murdered by them!
Ask the spirit if all the magisters were killed.
I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them.
Ask the spirit where he took Brand.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you?
Well, remark that you're no paladin, as he said. If he tells you what he knows, you'll check on his comrade.
Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
I think I'll talk with him. I spotted something, apparently.
The spirit continues to stand by and scowl at the ransacked barracks.
Out the rear door there. Then look over the... The paladins just showed up. No notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them.
Ask him if there's any truth to the accusations of Black Ring collusion.
Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the Paladins think they have is false, and I hope my brethren make them choke on it.
Wonder where Dallas was headed. Has headed.
How would I know? She and those whites she surrounds herself with don't announce their plans like town criers. You can be sure of one thing, though. The Paladins will never catch her scent.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Paladin leader is not exactly our friend.
This fire was set on purpose.
The plaque reads, "To Order of Society."
Okay, that's there's 4 of them, and they're we get the order right, we'll probably gain something from it. Yeah, 4. It's marked
Nothing.
anyhow.
It's more magister
No.
rubbish.
Engraved on the plaque are the words, "Discipline of Body." The plaque reads, "Purity."
Right.
The plaque reads,
I need to do something with these. Besides reading them, I
the
mean.
plaque reads, "To."
Nothing. It's more magister rubbish.
Engraved on the plaque are the plaque reads,
Or is this again the same thing as in the paper we found? The order is important, but why is it important this revealed somewhere else? It's important to know it though.
Careful,
The
trap.
Magister
That's a
didn't
trap.
want anyone poking around in here.
Fools! They aren't even looking in the right spot. They'll never find what they want. What's this then? The Paladins resorting to bringing in outsiders to try and decipher my work.
he sneers at you. His spectral form bears impressions of severe burn injuries.
No matter. You'll fail just like them.
Ask the spirit who he is exactly.
I was the High Cryptographer of the Magister Order, until the Paladins killed me. Coded letters, passwords, security measures, all my creation. Now that I'm dead, you'll never decipher any of it. My work will outlive you all.
Ask what he knows about the Paladin's accusation, treason, heresy, collusion with the Black Ring.
My task was to protect secrets, not to interpret them. But let me say this. The notion that we would have anything to do with the Black Ring is absurd. Patently absurd.
Remark that the Magister seem to have set fire to their own building in an effort to destroy evidence, partly sophisticated encryption.
The spirit's smug demeanor gives way to an angry scowl.
Desperate measures made necessary by the treacherous actions of our so-called allies. My encryption guards the most important secrets.
Okay, demand to know more about Dallius and her plans.
My very life's work was to hide key intelligence from the light of both sun and source. What I know and what I have seen shall remain in shadow.
Fair enough.
I've spotted something.
Slotted knife, golden knife. So that has to be totally random, which items have the rune slot and which don't. Also, I spotted something, but I have no fucking clue again what I spotted. This is a common problem with this game. They do get highlighted, but if you're not looking at the correct spot, okay, I think there's a hatch, basically. That's what they're hiding. Do we have a key? We need a key?
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch with 4 numbered dials.
I think Sabine probably has the best chance of deciphering this.
A combination lock is embedded into the
Also
face
look.
of the hatch. A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set.
Purity of mind.
The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from.
Can't recall. There's a good chance they were already ordered as they should be. Mind, society, body, divine.
A combination lock is a sequence of each of the 4 dials. The first dial must be set. The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same. The third dial bears the same options as before. One last dial remains, with the same phrases as all the final dial clicks. Silence. The hatch doesn't budge. A sequence of numbers. Each of the 4 dials bears 4. The first dial must be. The mechanism clicks. The second dial has the same 4 phrases. The mechanism. The third dial bears another click. One last dial. The final dial. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the sound of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing. The hatch yields, clicking open.
What? No, it can't be. You cheated. My life's work.
The spirit vanishes.
To keep this place secret.
Oh, what secrets can we reveal from this place? It's a dead end, so I want to check this first. Lower levels. Well, balls. A noble hat. Worth a ton of money.
Nice.
Another lamp. The genie lamp or just a lamp? Just a lamp. No value.
This
Oh
again.
fuck, don't take that. Lockpicks. Gold necklace. Ruby. Malachite. Necklace of the Sun. Why is there a source here? Usually you don't find it flying about. There's a reason why there's a pool of it somewhere. Orc Tusk. Not sure if I've ever seen something like that. Open records. Too much to carry. Yeah, I was worried about this one. Large physical armor potion. It's the... Yeah, portrait of a woman, 150 pounds. Go away. I'm not in that desperate need of a few extra gold pieces. Freeman's orders. Prison transport vessel Seaborne Justice. Live cargo inventory. For conveyance to Fort Joy under the authority of High Justice Organ. Male, male elf. Lesty, female dwarf, healer. Visar, a male wizard. Balladeer, a male human, violent temperament. Modi, a male human, juvenile. Burrow, a male human. Elodie, a female elf. Gavin, a male human. Dominic, a male human. Ham, a male human, juvenile. Griff, male human, known racketeer and criminal authority figure. Rula, a female elf. Kana, a female elf. Butter, female human. Margot, female human. Myra, female human of noble arc stock. Do not allow outside correspondence. Han, male human, juvenile. Verdas, male elf. Gilde, a female human, known black marketeer. Kalias, a male wizard. Jet, male human. Farah, okay, is there anything useful here? These are the people we encountered at Fort Joy. Dane, male human, argumentative, possible troublemaker. Migo, a male human. Note, blood relative to a serving magister at Fort Joy, possible conflict of interest. Nebora, female human, some metalwork skill. Nothing particularly interesting here, just a log of the prisoners. Raymond's orders. This mundane list of duties looks to have been distributed among magisters throughout Reaper's Coast. Nothing particularly interesting.
The list in the records is a long one. It bears many familiar names. People you met, people you fought, people who were kind to you. Most, it seems, you will never see again.
I mean, some of them might have made it, right? Maybe if we put an end to all this, we might meet them again.
Further proof that the Divine Order is anything but civilized.
I can't bear it. There are good people on this list. People who didn't deserve any of this.
A list of the damned. Perhaps their loved ones will be inspired to seek revenge.
Always with revenge with you. We know that there's someone alive down here. Traps. Why?
something behind this painting.
What is so important?
Look out! I see a trap
Spotted
nearby.
a trap. Aha! There's something behind this painting.
More magister trickery. They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths. That didn't sound successful.
Careful now, that's a trap.
So there are going to be multiple buttons then. Body. Oh, that's body. Button. Lot of traps. Switches, really. Mind. Body and mind. Purity of mind. Discipline of body. Encrypted book.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Yeah, where the rest?
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Loyalty to Divine. Has to be another one. Order of Society. Is the sequence the same? Or is it is 2 and 3 inverted this time?
That didn't sound successful.
So it's the same order as previously then. We apparently have no interest in deciphering things. Okay, you go first. It's 132 again.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Yeah, what exactly do these traps do? Magister reports. It seems like there's a treasury there somewhere. So, mind.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls. There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Cursed go round.
That did the trick by the sound.
Another hatch. Okay.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Confiscated Ancient Empire air staff. There's a button there. Probably closes up the giant diamond. $567 gold pieces. What a disappointment. $304. It looks like a gigantic amount of gold, but it's not. Bust of Alexander. A lot of gemstones though.
Nice.
Unique staff. How much overweight are we? Tons. Roll the bust. Well, something happened with the button. And see why we shouldn't go further down from this one. It's an air staff. Telekinesis, hit points, bleeding. Intellect hat. Warfare, pyrokinetic summoning. It's, as a hat it's fine, but we're looking for intelligence mainly, I guess, so not interested. Good build. Constitution, Perseverance, Initiative. Nothing amazing. But it would have more physical armor, and it does provide pretty much the same things we would care about the current build. Constitution and Initiative. Extra 3% dodging isn't exactly bad either. I'm sort of clueless about our current build situation. 80. That's terrible. It's because it has leadership, that's why we're using it. The damage reduction from the leadership points is useful. Constitution, Wits, Warfare. This actually provides initiative, which would be fine. And you could use more physical armor, definitely. Same with you. Same with you. Same with everyone except you. Guess we need to keep upgrading. I'll lose a little bit of damage though. This is something I never want to see with this, but at the same time we are way behind our typical armor values. And it is starting to be a problem. I have to waste time trying to basically hold things together with the support guys. They have really not much time to do anything else in serious situations. Titanic Ring. Hydrosophist Arrow of the Urge. Sure, that's particularly useful. We have Warfare and Geomancer Ring. Hydrosophist and Arrow of the Urge would be better. Not by much, but still better. Confiscated Ancient Empire Air Staff. This staff is cool to the touch and enveloped with the salty scent of the seas which border the Ancient Empire. It molds itself to your grasp with a melancholy sigh. Also has the Tornado skill. Air of the Earth +2, Intelligence +3, Two-handed +1. It is no good. If we were desperate for the Tornado skill, then yes. Otherwise, no. We're not that far away from a level up. We need hundreds of thousands of points to get it, but at these levels, that is not that far away. That's a one serious fight, really. Geist. Okay, alternative entrance, I guess. White magisters are dead. Yeah, white magisters are sort of fighting amongst each other now. Guys should be their allies. These are backstabbing sons of bitches, I guess. Yeah. Is someone in the fight? Sabine is. But only Sabine is. So the rest can act. Not sure if I should. No. Not Beast's turn. Lose is not part of the fight, everyone else is. I need to be able to disable that one before it gets a turn. Why can't I reach destination? Because I've been blocked. Physical attacks are probably the most sensible.
Prepare yourself!
Yeah, it didn't last long. But we bought the time we needed. He's next. We don't have any obvious vulnerabilities. Also, it would be very tough for me to try to do much to him, so maybe just focus on disabling him. I particularly want Sabine to get murdered. Sorry about that. This is bad because it lowers my damage by 35%. 45 less first aid. We'll try this. Gotta get rid of it. Right. I need to disable you, and that's all I really need to do. Ah, who's next? You. I don't think we're in any particular danger. Can't quite kill him. So close, but yet so far. Who's next? You. Ah, fair enough. He's next. There aren't that many reasonable ways I could disable him. Still get my own guys too. Suppose I could try to silence them. What good would that do though? Let's just do damage. You can lower their damage too. If he tries to move too much, he's pretty much dead. We're pretty much safe no matter what he decides to do. Might be able to kill him still though. Yes, because you move before him. Why were we knocked down? Frozen blood, shit. Well, not that it really matters at this stage. After tendons, movement will be very, very damaging to us. I don't think he's gonna make it. Yeah, lowered resistance did the job. Not much of a fight. I'm not sure was it ever supposed to be much of a fight. So there's so many surface effects here. Maybe it would have been more interesting if they would have initiated the fight earlier on, so they could have done something. But this was not much of a fight. Journal with note. Ednet War Spear. Stunning Spear, very good one. Raymond, our efforts to follow the true teaching of Lucian have taken an unlikely turn. In order to save Rivellon from the evils of Source, we must first seek the aid of history's most notorious sorcerers, Brachus Rex. The Mad Sorcerer King will be able to lead us to the Aegeran, and then we can purge Source from wherever it lurks in the world. A captured Black Ring necromancer named Tarquin has managed to raise Brachus from his grave. As long as he remains controlled by my leash, we shall be able to use him to put our plans into motion. Once we have prevailed, we can dispose of both Brachus and the necromancer. Brachus shall remain at my side. I will present him to others as Master Bredeman, a scholar and advisor. I need your assistance in keeping Bredeman's true identity a secret. Our plan depends on it. Guard this information with your life. Signed T. So Brachus Rex rears his ugly head. I fucking knew it. They can't let him go for some reason. It's actually the first thing I thought when we fought the hammer in the ship the first time, the lady, and the first thing the fucker did was rain meteor showers at us, because it's the exact same thing that happens in the first game. You go meet Brachus Rex. He's available early on as an optional fight. And the first thing he does is rain meteor shower at you, very likely killing your entire party if you're not prepared for it. He was also the one who's basically responsible for all the source colors and things like that. So, is he the God King too? I would assume so. Because Sorcerer King, God King. I don't see how Dallis could have been so idiotic to think that he can keep Brachus under control. Raymond, I have received my final report from agents in Arx. Our enemies are many, but my primary concerns are with the individuals that know how to access the crypt of Lucian. One of these individuals is obvious, the crypt's keeper, Lord Arhu. I know Arhu is under your surveil, but see that you increase your efforts, and report any unusual activities to me. He must not interfere with the grand design. You have done well. I trust in your continued loyalty. Handwriting is Raymond's private journal is so full of flourishes, whirls, and loops that it almost seems as if he wants to obfuscate the meaning of the text within. Much of it sounds half crazed, but some passages bear lucid details. Soon the grand design will be upon us. Soon it will be realized. The time of the White Magisters has come, the grandest design of all. We have a sacred duty to cleanse the world of the filth of Source. Our Lucian guides us today as always. I would have relished accompanying Dallas to the tomb of Lucian to see our final victory come to pass, but I am needed here, and I shall see that my sacred duty is fulfilled. I will see no one enter the tomb, and I will destroy all paper scrolls and mines that would reveal the way. Yeah, so that's why they killed the magisters too, I guess. No one must find the way. Who are you?
Excellent work. I had my doubts about you, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Okay, he suddenly appeared here.
Tem looks about, then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious nod.
With that out of the way, I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns. Goodbye now.
Yep, I'm not really done here yet.
You have done fine work here, friend. Do not spoil it with stupidity. Dallas is of the Divine Order. She is our responsibility. The Paladins will handle this.
Promise you'll be careful, we won't touch any evidence.
Stay if you must, but do not touch anything. Paladins, turn this place upside down. I want every nook, cranny, and spiderweb examined. If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do.
Yeah, talk about the investigation to Dallas and the magisters.
Here? Now? This is hardly the time or the place.
Explain that Dallas went to the cathedral. She's after Lucian's tomb.
Is that so? Perhaps she thought to convince the Keeper, Lord Ahu, to allow her entry. A foolish plan for more reasons than I can list. I wonder... Well, anyway, it looks like I will need to deal with the witch myself. It's been a long time coming.
Well, he's capable. That's pretty much double the armor I have, and he's like 2 levels higher only.
But please, take this as a token of the Paladin's gratitude. You were invaluable once again. Now leave us to do our work.
What exactly do you know about Dallas?
Who can truly know a diseased mind? She is rotten to the core. That I am sure of. Although much as I despise the creature, I have never known her to be a coward. She fought well in battles against the Black Ring. Wherever she's hiding, she will not go quietly. Be quick. I've other matters at hand.
Okay, tell me about Arhu.
I'm not a library book to be perused at your leisure. Enjoy the city, won't you? Arx is wonderful at this time of year.
We get a crown. Strength Hydrosophist Aerother Geomancer. This is basically made for beast. Giant Thunder Rune. Scoundrel Geomancer. This is bad for our characters. With Scoundrel Necromancer Summoning. Again, bad for our characters. Movement, hit points, poison resistance, sneaking. Could be good for one of the fighters. Finesse. Witch, thievery, hit points, critical chance. We have we don't have thievery gauntlets for Sibyl yet. They always need intelligence to use, so I'll buy her, get her some squeezing gloves apparently.
Oh, Dallas, you best be careful. You're playing with necrofire. The magister.
They're probably level appropriate, yep. Good increase. We'll lose some initiative, but we get wits. So we get the initiative back actually, plus the critical hit chance. Plus extra critical hit chance, hit points, thievery. Yeah, it's a decent upgrade, I'd say. Initiative takes the same, critical hit chance rises, which is sort of worthless to us stuff. And we have the thievery. So thievery 7 without any equipment changes. We could get it to 8 now. We have a dagger that has thievery.
The mistake,
So 4
huh?
base, 4
That
for
mistake
Magir.
could make quite an ally.
How much would that be? 16 kilograms,
Looks
or
like Sanders
basically
has more talent
15,000
than
gold
just
worth
toy
of
making.
loot. That's a substantial amount.
Oh, Dallas, you
Who wants the
must be
crown?
careful. You're playing with
It
necrophiles.
has to be you. We lose some warfare, but we gain strength, hydrosophists. Yeah, it's just perfect for him. More damage and more armor, or magic armor. Looks impressive, and it's only level 18 item. You need to give up your equipment.
The magisters weren't to lay a hand on the dwarves, but why? The whites were pulling a lot of strings in Arcs, I see.
I feel like I should have been able to talk about the fact that Brackus fucking Rex is back alive again. I mean, that's not minor news. This document contains the details of one Karen. Seriously, do not leave him unattended. The danger is immense. They didn't call him the mistake for nothing, you know. He can control massive amounts of source if given the opportunity. I shudder to even think of what happened last time he was in full control of his powers.
You're playing with necrophilia.
Karen. Who's Karen? Past mistakes. Wait. Is this the... Magister still hold him captive. Find the Godwalker known as the Mistake.
Find the blueprints for the building. There may be hidden chambers.
Warden's report. You can barely make out the writing, so hard did the author press the pen against the page. From what you can tell, this report details the result of the Magister's barbaric interrogation techniques. Right.
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
Search this place with a fine-tooth comb.
More barbaric interrogation techniques. There's a weird looking room there.
Looks like Sanders. There's more talent
Like,
than just toy making.
no. Just on a different level.
A secret vault. What else?
Be one on the other side too.
Find the blueprints for the building. There may be hidden chambers.
Intelligence brief. This journal was apparently used for tracking the patrol routes of Ark's paladins. Each target is described in detail, from the gender and hair color to each paladin to the fit and condition of their uniforms. Same intelligence brief.
Looks like Sanders. More talents than just pointing.
I'm assuming unless they're marked clearly as something different, they're more or less just repeat of the same report. Civilian ledger.
One of these books. They must have
Given the contents of this report, the Whites were keeping track of more than just sorcerers and paladins. They were building files on all of the Ark's populace.
Take this place apart brick by brick if you must.
What exactly are we looking for, really? Are we just looking for anything?
secret vault.
Dominate mine. Foreign Guide. Have I read this already? Probably. See, we were here to... The rat told us to find a guy who's prisoned in a... well, in a prison with steel bars and everything, so... we've encountered nothing of that sort. Love grenade. I'm honestly very interested in that, because some of enemies don't have any kind of shielding,
Try to burn it.
so this could be a good way to disable them. Honey and empty perfume bottles. Okay, makes sense, I guess. I mean the bottle.
Maybe one
Bottle
of these
makes
books.
sense, the honey does
They must
not.
have written something down.
This is not something we would prefer to have in mass quantity, but could be useful here and there. Especially because usually we're interested in just buying a like a turn of time, so the enemy can't attack us on that turn. A simple love grenade could achieve that. Standard issue combat dagger. Potentially useful ring. These are all potentially useful, but it really depends on the skill itself. Warfare, summoning necromancer. Reasonably, we could replace one ring. Would lose hit points on it though. And gain no attack power, just lose, lose, lose. Not particularly interested. Mainly because we have the luxury of not giving a shit. Fight to the difficulty level or lack of difficulty.
It'll take ages to comb through.
Maybe a little point of extra armor isn't that important.
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
Median Thunder Rune, Soul Amulet. My memoirs. Mind Maggot Grenade Recipe. I think we had that already. Mind Maggots. Masterwork Rune of Power and a Skull. And that's it.
I want it brought here.
Can't you see I'm busy?
I'll talk with the leader guy one more time, then get the hell out of here.
A mistake, huh? That mistake could make quite an ally. You are no longer required here. We have an investigation to conduct. Here? Now? This is hardly the time of the... Be quick. Enjoy the city, won't you?
Could we steal from
The
him?
Whites were pulling a lot of strings in Arcs, I see.
I mean, if we have to leave here anyway, and we have a huge amount of thievery, why not take advantage of it?
You're playing with necrofire.
Never figured the
There aren't that many people patrolling at this level. Just need them to point somewhere else.
Why else try
And
to
then
burn
someone
it?
distract the leader man.
All right, Dallas. Let's see what you've been up to. You are no longer required.
Ah. Okay, he's not. That one's not gonna come any closer, so we should be safe. Linderkem's wedding ring. There's something odd about this ring. More than a simple pledge of eternal love. It appears to have been carved for some specific purpose, like a key. Well, well, well. I'm still very suspicious about him. Very, very suspicious. I just don't understand.
Enjoy the
Stand him
city,
at
won't
all.
you?
Doesn't mean he's necessarily evil, but we should be cautious.
They must have left some.
Right. Now, we just have to figure out what the hell was the rat talking about. Rescue someone from below, trapped in a jail cell. Maybe it wasn't referring to this place specifically though. According to the map, there aren't really all that many locations here anyway.
I've spotted something.
Spotted something.
Well, shit. Yes.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Brita Eviet. Beautiful crafted through rather ostentatious gold ring with a smooth rock set in the middle. Constitution hydrosophit for water resistance hit points. Doesn't seem amazing, but one shitty character could get a heal ability out of this. That's always useful. Lucian's remains. We probably want to read this. Hubert's note here muses upon the nascent conflict between paladins and magisters within the Divine Order over the custody of Lucian's mortal remains. To sum up, the paladins gained custody of the body, but the magisters gained a headquarters in Ark, site of the new cathedral beneath Lucian would be buried. Yeah, let's not press the death button this time. Would it ignite the cursed poison? Possibly. Lucian and the Black Ring. I don't want to read it. It's a good time to learn what the Black Ring is. Birth of the Gods. Medium Masterwork Rune of Power +2. Not particularly useful. Okay, can you use the ring? Constitution Hydrosophist would favor someone else though. Yeah, we could give this Yeah, but we don't really want to give it to the guys who already know these spells. Actually, it would relieve us. We don't have to have the spell in memory if we have it in an item. It's a pretty much direct upgrade to Polished Ring anyway. Yeah, not bad. So, and it automatically empties the slot that's not available. Right. Not sure I want to put anything specifically there now. Put the living on the edge there. It's not something we usually use. It's for a couple turns our character affected by that cannot be killed, or hit points can't drop below 1. Usually we don't need that, but in some desperate situations we do. Oh, never mind. Definitely not taking that. Yes. Just want to make sure we have cryogenic stasis. Yeah, because it's not here. Is it not? Yeah, it's not on any of the pages, but we have memorized, so I must have accidentally removed it at some point. That's a problem. Right, anything else? These pages contain intelligence on you, Arhu, and Kim. Godwoken. From detailed spy reports, you can see finely written entries on your escape from Fort Joy, your trails through Reaper Coast, and the haphazard mess that happened on the Nameless Isle. Arhu. The notes mention to keep a close eye on Arhu, as he has a tendency to disappear in cat form, but his presence is vital as the keeper of the temple. Kim. The notes mention that Dallis personally ordered a full investigation into the leader of the Paladins. She's worried that he may have learned about the Black Pit's operation. Well, he did. Okay, Black Ring. In this treatise, Cranley the Scribe goes to great lengths to document the genesis of the Black Ring, as best he can. In summary, Lucian's adopted son Damien was resentful of his father and became the Lord of Chaos. Which sounds extreme, but according to Hubert, Damien may have had good reason. There is much about Lucian's killing of Igerna, Damien's lover. Damien's banner attracted a cabal of outcasts, deviants, dark wizards, and various other tainted and tarnished individuals. The cabal became an army fighting for the void. Okay, fair enough. Still don't understand what the rat was talking about. It must be some other place. I mean, how would the rat even know about this anyway? This was secret.
Mistress is still trapped in a cage. Please help her.
Trapped in a cage.
They hold your mistress in the prison downstairs, asking her questions. She's locked in a cage of metal bars, but of mad...
Downstairs asking her questions. Yeah, it doesn't sound like that place at all. Sounds like a basic standard issue prison. That's the only way down though. Yeah, it's probably refers to the Ark prison, proper prison. Magister letter.
Ken will find something down in that vault. Always gets what he wants. Mystery vault out in the barracks. Those magic
Why exactly can't I touch these? I suppose the leader of the paladins was supposed to be here. Wait, why did Source Orb Book give me recipes for arrows? Blessed water, blessed water. So Source Orb and that, right. That's an expensive arrow, like, holy Jesus, that's expensive. You'd think you can just cast Bless on a water arrow, that would be the easier way to do it. Rope. Right, this is not where the leader of the Paladins actually lives. We need to find his estate somewhere and take a look. Kim's mansion. Yeah, I think we should try to head there next. Might as well go to the prison though. Either way, I'm gonna be ending things here. We need to... I don't want to do the inventory management and shopping until we get the level up. We're 170,000 from a level up, so like 4 guys of appropriate level, and that's an easy level up. Maybe a quest or 2. I'll take a quick look at the jail, see how big of a place it really is. Yeah, he's sort of cursed. Can remove that, no problem.
Come on, damn you. Stop bleeding.
The paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it seems to work, but then the bleeding suddenly gets worse.
Damn it!
Ask the paladin how she got that wound.
One of the magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a second blow.
I'll offer him a healing potion. He probably isn't stupid enough to drink it, though.
The paladin is still trying to stem the flow.
My thanks. This is just what I need.
The potion takes effect, but then your ear catches the faintest sound of angry whispers, and the bleeding suddenly intensifies. The paladin claps her hand over the wound in an effort to stem the flow of blood.
What's going on? It looks like it's nearly stopped. Then it just starts again.
Surely you have less.
The bleeding stopped. Thank you. Wait! No! It's starting again!
The paladin is still trying to stem the flow of blood.
Why are you cursed? I'd like to ask questions. Less didn't work. Well, it sort of did, but not enough. Who the hell was the magister that attacked you? How could a weapon cause such a thing? Right, this is a fairly substantial level. A lot of people talked apparently.
It's a waste of time. The magisters are long gone. There's no one left down here.
Yeah, obviously there is though. Yeah, some of the prisoners are gonna be magisters, and this is a large area. Lower cells too. Yeah, this is not something we can easily wrap up.